All right. Good morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Morning, Linda in San Diego. Feel free to say hi in the chat. Well, welcome to another Sunday service live stream doing movement, mobility, meditation, mindfulness. Afternoon, Debbie. Hi, Jackie in Germany. Bluetooth's not working today. Not sure why. Good to see you, Sandy. Hey, Justin in Calgary. I just moved to the Calgary of America. I don't know if you knew, Justin, that America has a Calgary, but it's called Boise. Hello, Lynn. Hi, Robson. Any requests today? Anything you guys want? Need, desire, crave, require? Feel free to let me know in the chat. You got any requests? I'm going to double live stream this day, or triple, quadruple. Let's see. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and now I got to use my phone to put it on TikTok. Think anybody on TikTok likes doing Qigong? Let's find out. See if there's any 15-year-olds who want to do Qigong. You like my lighting, relaxed, aware, awake? I am. Yeah, glad to have you. Cool lighting, eh? This is part of my strategy, how I go big on TikTok. You need TikTok lights. Okay, hello, TikTok. I don't know if anybody's gonna watch this, but we're gonna do some Qigong. These stuck emotions in the neck and shoulders. Hips and shoulders, sorry. Some energy. All right, well, we're gonna get going. Find yourself a little space. We're gonna get moving. Feet under the shoulders. Hands up. Let's start with just opening our spine and chest with the deer turns its antlers. We're going to turn left and right, lift the back heel. We'll find a little twist in your upper back. As you turn the arm, pulling back, you just kind of stretch open the chest a little bit too. Feel free to throw some music on your end. Copyright reasons, I can't play it for you. Let's take the hands a little lower, a little wider, and deeper with the stance. Getting that twist into the lower back. And let's plant the feet. Feet square under the shoulders. Keep turning from your hips and waist. Slap your belly and knock your lower back muscles. We call this knocking on the door of life. Also wake up our energy, clear low back pain. Take some deep breaths here as we knock. Bring that front hand up to the chest, knock just below your collarbone, near where it meets the shoulder. Nice pressure points here for the lungs. We're going to come over the shoulders, slant the trapezius. Using a firm cupped hand. And here a nice point for clearing stuck energy from the head. Back to the chest. Waking up our energy. Back to the lower abdomen. And relax into water waves. A few deep breaths, just combing the air with your fingers. And relax. All right, let's just stimulate the whole body with a little knocking. Go up and down on the sternum. Just use knocking to break up any stagnant energy. Up and down on the sternum. You take a deep breath in and let out a big sigh out your mouth. Big breath in the nose. Sigh out the mouth. We're going to open one arm, knock down the inside of the arm. Turn that over, knock up the outside. Breaking up any tension, stagnation. Waking up the energy. I'm going to come across to the other side. Down the inside, up the outside, over the shoulder, chest, bicep. One more time. And armpit, you're going to slap from the armpit down, the ribs to the hips. Other side. Good, and low back. Going up and down those low back muscles next to your spine, down to the sacrum, back up to the low back, a few times up and down. And we're going to open the palms, slap down the back of the legs, and up the inside of the legs. The back of the legs, up the inside. Then we're going to go down the sides of the legs, following our yang channels on the way down. Again, up the inside, following the yin channels on the way up. The yang's a bit more spread out, so we can back, sides, and then lastly down the front of the legs. Then we're going to knock over the hip crease. Go a little circle following the hip crease around the sacrum. Go around a couple times. Nice firm knock here. Relax. Feel your chi. Very good. Let's bring it into the belly a bit. We're going to find our this one we call beating and drumming the chi. We bring it in like little T-Rex arms, then it bounces out and in, out and in. As it comes in, we're doing a little abdominal crunch, as though we have a little springboard in our abdomen that we're bouncing our rib cage off of. So the chest drops, bounces off the core. The arms feel the same thing, like the elbows come in and bounce off the belly. You don't have to quite hit it, but just looking for that springy feeling. This one's to massage the digestive organs. We can add our breath to help that. So we're going to inhale as we come in and exhale as we go out. So we inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And blow those breaths out the mouth here. As you breathe in, the diaphragm pulls down on the lungs, pressing on those organs. As you breathe out, we decompress. Everyone joining me on TikTok, and I don't know what the hell they're looking at. This is called Qigong. It's a form of movement we do to make ourselves healthy and balance our emotions and all those kind of things. Feel free to join along. It's pretty easy stuff. Good. That's a really good one to remember if you get indigestion, things feeling congested in there, helps to move things along. Let's just open our joints. Take your hands on the hips, give it a big circle. Nice and open the hips, waist, lower back. I think low back pain is the most common form of chronic pain. Probably a lot to do with how much time we spend sitting, deactivating a lot of muscles and overactivating others. Funny enough, chairs are kind of a modern invention, huh? A chair with a back to it. I think for the most part, people used to kind of sit like this, right? Stuff. I think most people these days can't even get in that position. Let's go the other direction. And by newish invention, I mean the last like 10,000 years, which in my brain means new. I watch a little too much history YouTube, so YouTube's amazing if you want to learn history, anthropology, things like that. There's like a million channels that are way more interesting than those classes were in school. I always think like, why don't we just replace history class with just you sit in a room and watch documentaries? I feel like I learned so much more from documentaries than I did from textbooks. All right, feet under the shoulders, bring the palms face up, fingers pointed towards your head. Imagine you're holding a tray, and the tray is covered in teacups, or really cups of the beverage of your choice if you don't like tea. We're going to go to the left and paint a figure 8 with this, coming into the belly, coming up to the right, and over to the left. Down to the right, across the belly to the left, up to the right, over the head to the left. So figure 8 motion. Imagining the whole time like we're holding this tray. We don't want to spill the tea. So we try to keep the palms face up, keep those teacups face up. As the arms spiral, the hips you might see are circling. Hips are going back, left, forward, right, back, left, forward, right. I'm just going to do one more. We'll come to the top and switch directions. Pausing here and going to the right, down to the left, over to the right, and up to the left. Down to the right, left, over to the right, and up to the left. A really nice one to just clear any stiffness from all the joints, from the hips up through the waist, shoulders, wrists. That's our last one. We're going to come to the top and press with the palms, spreading the feathers, pressing about 45 degrees, pulling the fingers back as the heels of the palms press. Lift through the crown of your head. Take your head over to one side and reach through the crown here diagonally. And give the head a slow nod over the shoulder. While this spreading the feathers, nice stretch down the side of the neck, down the arm to the palm. Real good for any stiffness in the wrists, neck, or shoulders. And take this to the other side. Inhale back. Exhale forward. And release. Give it a shake. Very nice. All right, taking the legs a little wider, turning the toes out. We're going to go right into our bear and crane forms today. So these, we have the bear form, which is for grounding. It's sort of the water element and earth element animal. So it gets you very grounded, helps with anxiety, feelings of scatteredness, things like that. And the crane, much lighter form to train in poise, lightness. It's the fire element animal, sometimes the metal too. So it's more to do with the energy of the chest, of the heart. and feeling uplifted. So kind of two opposite energies, like a yin and yang to these animals. So they pair really nicely together. We're going to start with our toes pointed out. We're going to sink it down a little bit. We're going to bring the hands up. And so the hands are about as wide as the knees. And they're oriented like they're holding a log. The hands are sort of like this, a little lean back, the thumb forward as though the thumb is wrapped around the front of the log. Legs are a little wider than the shoulders, toes pointed out. We're sunk. This is the beginning of our bear. We're just going to add a little twist here and back to the center. We're going to twist and back to the center. So it's just a slow twist from our waist. You'll notice my legs aren't moving. It's just turning from the hips and waist, at the knees falling in. We're just going to start to add our breath to this here. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. So starting into our slow meditative movements. Using a slow breath puts us in this sort of trance state. Calm the nervous system, calm the mind. Here, all the breath should be through the nose. Then we're going to press back with the right hand. And back to the center, holding the log. So we just have a little press to our twist. Pressing back with the back hand. And back to the center. Exhale, turn, press. Inhale, center. Nice, slow breath. Now this press is going to turn from a press back into a press down. So the palm's going to turn down and press that you're patting a little baby bear on the head. And helping this sinking, grounding feeling of the bear. Again, the legs don't turn and the neck doesn't really turn either. The head just tracks with the chest, doesn't turn any further. Slow, meditative, slow breaths. Finding some grounding. Transforming anxiety into centeredness and groundedness. Transforming worry into gut instincts. All the breathing through the nose. I'm going to come back to the center. Bring the palms face up by the solar plexus. The next one's called the bear offers fruit. So we're going to turn to one side, extend the hands. The hands that's crossing in front of your body just comes to the elbow of the other arms. They don't have to come together. It's like a relaxed grasp. We come back to the solar plexus. That's your upper abdomen. Turn to the other side and extend the arms. Bear offering fruit. So we exhale as we turn. Again, the legs don't really move at all. It's just from the hips, waist, arms. Exhale, turn. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn, cultivating the contentment of the bear. So we're so full of fruit, so full of food that we can offer and be generous. Cultivating contentment, centeredness, gratitude. We're going to come back to the center and do the same motion just with a push now. So just a little turn and a push, pushing about 45 degrees. You don't have to turn all the way 90. Stays a little more relaxed this way. Same breath, exhale through the nose, press. Inhale through the nose, back to the center. Exhale, press. Inhale, center. Now the bear, the heaviest animal in the forest, immovable. When somebody tells the bear to move, the bear says, I'm saying right here, you're the one who's moving. And so any part of ourselves that is avoidant, anxious, we transform that into being rooted in our place, thick-skinned, strong within ourselves. That building has this strong center here at the solar plexus. Come back to the center. We're going to turn and press here. The bear's going to change. We're going to round the back, fold forward over one leg like we were coming onto all fours. And then come across over to the other leg. And then roll our way back up to the center. Wrists are relaxed here. Soft palms. And then again, we press. We round the back, come down. Go over to the other side. Rolling up and press. Again, the legs don't really move much here. Movement's mostly coming from your waist. I just want to open the low back, the water region, kidney energy. I'm just going to come to the center. We're going to come down to the center, similar motion. Now we come from the center over to one leg, roll up, soft pause. And this time as we press, it's actually the bear that moves. It's like we're pushing against a tree. We come back to the center, round forward, come down to all fours, come over one leg, roll up. Now like the bear's pressing on a thick tree trunk, and it's the bear that has to move. Back to the center. Coming down, exhale. Over one side, inhale, lift. Exhale, press to shift. Inhale, center. Exhale, down. Let's do one more. Over one side, inhale, roll up. Exhale, press. Inhale, center. Let's drop it down. Bring the heels in. Palms face up. Toes are still pointed about 45 degrees out. And we're going to find our crane here. Whereas the bear was to feel more heavy, grounded, sunk in our energy. Crane is to feel more light, uplifted, broad with our energy. The bear can be very good for anxiety. The crane can be better for things like depression. Let's inhale, lift up just below the heart. Exhale, sink the hands just below the abdomen. Moving the chi from the water center up to the fire center and back down. Let's use a breath here. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. All the breath through the nose. The bear's a bit of a workout. The crane's quite a bit easier. This is a moving meditation. Calming the mind and spirit. Drop the hands, bring them up like wings. Make the crane's beak. We touch the fingers and thumbs together, curl the wrist, and lift this just above the shoulders. Then we open the palms, sink it down just below the shoulders. We inhale. Open the palms, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Like we're pumping the energy through the heart. Hands like they make a vacuum, lifting and sinking the energy. I'm going to float it all the way down and up. Inhale. Exhaling. Now, arms moving just like the crane's wings. Inhale up. Exhale down. Focus on your heart, feeling uplifted, buoyant, light in the heart. It's amazing how much we can change our state of mind and emotion using our breath and movement and intention. They don't have to be stuck in particular negative patterns. Next one's interesting. We bring the hands up a little higher than the shoulders. Palms turn gently towards each other. Arms are extended somewhat forward. And we're going to lift the heels, come onto the tiptoes, and sink down. And bring the heels back down, fold the wings. So from the side. As those hands float up, we lift the heels and sink. Hands float down, heels come back down. We inhale. Exhale. Finding some balance and poise here. Say two more. And our last one from the crane, probably the most fun. We come down, cross the wrists, we just bend forward a little bit to come here. Then we come back up. The palms turn away from us. Open out to the sides like we're opening wings. And we lift one foot, have the toes pointed, and we cover the knee with the foot. So it kind of bends in a bit. Bring the feet down. Round forward, sink. Cross the wrists, lift. Turn the palms, shift the weight to one foot. And now as the wings go outward, lifting that knee and foot. We come down, exhale. Inhale our way up. Lift. And we start exhaling here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do one more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Exhale. Back to our crane standing, palms face up, arms round, heels together, tailbone sinking, crown lifting. Take a couple deep breaths. Step back, shoulder width, toes pointing forward. Inhale up, and here pull down the sky. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull down the sky. Step the feet back in, fold the hands over the lower abdomen. A little shorter class today. We're just going to find our bamboo in the wind here. Let the body rock and sway. Breathing softly through the nose, letting the body relax. Here we just totally yield like flexible bamboo, letting the wind gently move it. This rocking and swaying, we just allow to happen natural. What we're really doing is trying to get out of the way of the circulation of our chi and blood. Just let it flow naturally through us, using its own intelligence to move where it needs to go in the body. We're going to step it out, circle the belly, couple deep abdominal breaths, centering the chi. And center it just below the navel, centering out the dantian, the lower elixir field. Take a deep breath in. Let it go with a big sigh. Very nice. Feel free to give yourself a little stretch. Move your joints. Sometimes standing that long, we get a little stiff. Well, good. A little shorter class today. I got to give Sarah a ride somewhere. But thanks everybody for joining. Thanks anybody. Did anybody watch this on TikTok? Wow, 26 people. All right. Did you guys actually do it, or are you just watching? Interesting. Well, that was Qigong, if you were new to it. Thanks everybody on YouTube, Facebook. As always, you can find the replays of these practices on my Patreon, patreon.com/Nick Loffree. Link below in the description on YouTube, I believe. Other than that, I teach this class every day throughout the week, Monday through Friday, same time, on viasession.com/Nick Loffree. Link is also below in the YouTube description. So feel free to join us there. First class is free. No credit card or anything required. You just pop in, see if you like it. And also, just reached the end of my teacher training. So new one is starting soon. So get on my email list if you want to hear more about that. Just go to nickloffree.com and just a little pop-up comes up. Just throw your email in there. Other than that, good seeing you guys. Sorry, I just saw your request there, Dustin. Thanks, Evid. Thanks, everybody. See you guys soon.